everybody. Happy New Year. I wanted to pop in and read a book for you called One Word for Kids, which is written by John Gordon, Dan Britton, and Jimmy Page. You might know John Gordon because he started the one word movement instead of New Year's resolutions a few years ago. This is my third year choosing one word. It was the first day of school and Stevie was falling asleep. He was tired, grumpy, and sad that summer was over. But his ears perked up when his teacher, Mrs. V, said, "I believe that there is one word that will help you each have your best year ever. I'll be so great you'll enjoy it even more than summer vacation." Stevie's friend Eli raised his hand and asked, "What word is that?" "The word will likely be different for everyone," Mrs. V said. "I have a special assignment for each of you. It's to find your own one word for the year." "So how do we find it?" Stevie's classmate Jimmy asked. "I will help you, but I want you to try and discover it on your own first," Mrs. B answered. That night while having dinner with his family, Stevie wouldn't talk or eat. When his mom asked what was wrong, he told her about the one word assignment. He was sad because he had no idea how to find his one word. "Maybe your one word is annoying," his sister Callie shouted. "I think it should be negative," his sister Jade yelled. "Come on, girls," Stevie's dad quickly responded. "Stevie, maybe you should think about some of the things you love to do or your favorite places to go. Maybe you'll find your one word there." That night, Stevie went to bed and thought about all his favorite places and things he loves to do, hoping he'd find his one word. Maybe my one word is fun. Maybe my one word is love. Maybe my one word is kind. Maybe my one word is smile. Or maybe it's strong. Maybe my one word is brave. Maybe my one word is fast. The next morning, Stevie woke up excited. He was still thinking about all the words he could choose. When school started, Mrs. V said, "I have great news for all of you. I'm going to give you the secret to finding your one word. You don't find it, it finds you. And I'm going to give you 3 easy steps to discover it and live it." "What's the first step?" Abby yelled. "The first step is looking into your heart," Mrs. B said. "Ask yourself, what one word will help me be my best? What one word would help you be your best you?" "The second step is to look up," said Mrs. B. "Look up and around you and believe that there is one word meant for you. If you're open to it, it will come to you." "What's the third step?" Cole asked. "That comes after you know your one word," Mrs. B answered. "I'll tell you that step soon, but first, who's ready to discover their one word?" All the students cheered. On the bus ride home, Stevie thought about the first step. He thought about words that would help him to be his best. As Stevie walked off the bus, he waved to his friend George and said goodbye to Miss Joy, the bus driver. "Thank you, sugar. I love how positive you are today," Miss Joy answered. That night, as Stevie was walking his dog, Huxley, he thought about all his positive words. He looked up and remembered what Miss Joy had said to him as he got off the bus. In that moment, his one word came to him: positive. He remembered how grumpy he'd been in the summer was over. Mrs. B said his one word would help him have his best year. He now knew his one word was positive, and he couldn't wait to tell everyone. Stevie ran home and told his family, "Positive!" The next day, Stevie walked into school feeling good that he had discovered his one word. "All right, class, today is the day. Tell me your words," Mrs. B said. Grace shouted out, "My word is strong." John said, "Mine is grow." "Mine is joy," Deja said. "My one word is win," Jake said. "Mine is care," Dawn said. "Courage for me," Xavier said. Ivalise said, "My one word is believe." "Mine is faith," Catherine said. "Class, I'm so proud of each and every one of you," Mrs. B said. "Here's the best part. The third and last step is to look out and live your one word." And it's your word, so there's no right or wrong word to choose. On the bus ride home, Stevie was extra positive with Miss Joy. At soccer practice, Stevie encouraged his teammates and even shared the one-word idea with his coach. His coach shared the idea, loved the idea, and shared it with the team. Roar! At home, he was even positive with his sisters. Stevie lived his one word for the entire school year. And on the last day of school, he realized that Mrs. B was right. He had his best year ever, and it was even better than summer vacation. In one word, if one word can help Stevie think about what one word can do for you. Think about what your one word would be. What word would help you be your best you that you could choose either for the rest of the school year or for all of 2020? So what's your one word? I'd love for you to share what your words are. My word for 2020 is brave. And sometimes we need to be brave to take risks in our lives, to try new things. And so brave is the word that I'm going to use to help me in the new year to be the best me that I can be. Happy New Year, everybody.